Hello my friends, welcome to Canada Immigration Channel. This time I would like to talk about refusals. Examples of real refusals, examples of real cases. I got printouts in here just to help me out a little bit. 3 examples this time. Now, example number 1. A gentleman is claiming to work at company ABC. Everything looks fine, including salary deposits, including the reference letter, except for the Facebook profile. This is a perfect example how immigration authorities, how visa officers are actually looking at your social network profile, particularly at Facebook, particularly at LinkedIn. So what they did, they actually checked it out. They found out inconsistency. They started to dig deeper. Result, well, the person is refused. The person is accused of misrepresentation. Voila, for 5 years, you are not allowed to enter Canada. Be very, very careful in what you're doing. Refusal number 2. So I'm trying to go very, very quickly. This one is very interesting for my friends who were refused their visa, whose visa application was refused to another country, right? Who were applying for Canada, who were applying for Europe. This gentleman has mentioned that he was refused a visa to Italy, but actually tried not to mention or somehow conceal the fact that he was several times refused a visa admission to United States. Result, refusal in the application. Well, of course, procedural fairness principle actually tells us that the visa officer has to send you a letter first asking you to explain yourself. Well, no reasonable explanation was provided by an applicant, and of course 5 years ban, accusation of misrepresentation. And last but not least one, very interesting, especially for my friends from Asia. This time a gentleman wants to study in Canada, wants to study English, right? But everything looks perfectly fine. He's got funds, he's got pretty good reasons, except for the fact that reason for his studies, or claimed reasons for his studies of English, is that he wants to continue studies at a university in Canada. I mean, not that bad, right? Sounds everything is okay, except again for the documents provided. Documents provided show that his actual GPA is close to 1.5. I mean, if you ask me personally, like 1.5 means like what? You skip like, I don't know, more than 60% of your classes, right? So the same pretty much conclusion is provided by a visa officer, right? You were not studying in your home country, you were skipping studies, therefore on a reasonable grounds there are to believe that you will not be able to continue your studies in Canada because it would be much more difficult. Result, visa is refused. Well, want to know more, want to discuss your situation, want to find out how officers are actually looking at your case, feel free to drop us a line. We'll be absolutely glad to help. Stay tuned with us and of course subscribe to the channel.